Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. Friday here with the Tea Party Titan event still going on. Here on the main account, I'm having a little bit of an issue with the teacup points, guys. I don't know if you've been counting your points, but I missed 100 on the much recent Lunar Deck of Fate. I just didn't have enough summons and I didn't want to do champ training, guys. It's just so annoying doing champ training. 6 years now, it's just become such a boring activity that I thought, okay, 100 points, I'll forget, and then we have another 150 to go. But we have the summon rush now. That's 150 here that I can't miss these because I think I missed one dungeon divers. I'm not sure. So I'm sitting at 540 points at the moment. Summon rush I'll probably do tomorrow and try to push as many points as possible. So wait on that video. But today we have a video going on for the spider dungeon that you guys need to complete. This is not a hard one. This is all about demon spawn, undead hordes, dark elves, and knights revenant. This is one of the easiest ones to complete because of the amount of champions here offered that are free to everybody. I'm talking about Lydia. I'm talking about champions that are very easy to get, such as a Cold Heart. Please don't go at me on the comments. If you've been playing the game for a little bit, you have a Cold Heart. If you have Mithrala, also this can be very doable. And also Spider, you can farm on normal mode 10, where the drop rate for 5-star accessories is a little bit higher, and you spend about 1,350 energy there. I know it feels kind of a waste, but you get 60 of these points, okay, the Tea Party Cup points. I want to show you guys some teams that I made for this one. First things first, as I said, the stage 10 on normal, this is going to be very easy, and look at this fun team. This is a Lydia. This one is Lamasu. If you've been doing Siege for a little bit and you've been winning some, you should be able to get her. The amount of shards you get on the lower tiers, I believe, is much lower. So eventually you'll get her. You don't need her for this. This is for the later difficulties. I'll show you. But it's just a fun way to beat this. It's basically you have a lady apply the A2, hopefully defense down and weaken both land. It's not guaranteed that they're going to land. And then you hit with the Cold Heart and you kill it, okay? But here we get a reset going, and Cold Heart goes again and does her A3. And here you get the 5 stars, which is, as I said, it's about 1 energy per point that you get. Sometimes you'll get a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. But on average, you'll need about 1,000 points. It's a very easy dungeon to do in my eyes. You can wait. I believe there's a dungeon divers. I think dungeon divers starting tomorrow. I could wait for that one, but I'm honestly... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do the double dip. I need to be vigilant with this. But honestly, with the amount of energy that we get every day, which is about 800, you should be able to, you know, get that kind of energy back and do some more dungeon divers to double dip. Even so, I'll show you guys the teams. As you saw, that one works on 20. It's gonna work on 25 also because of just the sheer amount of damage that your Cold Heart is gonna be doing. As long as she's built with 70% crit rate, and then you go crit damage, she should be able to do like at least half the boss's health, and then you get a reset from Lamasu, and she hits again. Okay, how do you boost this damage? There's not many ways to boost it. You can use a Savage set if you have one to get more damage going. You can use, I would say 2 Cold Hearts if you have them, and just you don't need the reset then, and just have them both hit. You can use other champions such as Husk, which I'll showcase in just a bit. But the stats that I'm looking at my Cold Heart at the moment, if you want to get this done quickly, is 315 crit damage on the Spider Dungeon, which I believe I do get some boosted from my Live Arena bonuses, plus my normal bonuses from the Great Hall for crit damage. And then we have 282 speed, so she goes first, Lydia goes first, then the Cold Heart goes, and then Lamasu goes, okay? So for higher difficulties, you'll need more and more speed, because the boss and the spiralings become a little bit faster. And I'm talking about hard difficulty. So how do you go about beating 25? For 25, well, you have the cap on the amount of health that the boss takes from enemy max health damage. So the way that you want to go about stage 25 usually is the HP burn route, okay? HP burns, not so easy to acquire, I would say, through through these 4 factions. Okay, if we look at Demon Spawn, if we look at the teams, the champions we have from the legendaries and the epics, you can use Akoth here, who is accessible through the Doom Tower. He can apply the HP burn here with his A2, and I have a video on the channel with Akoth and the Spider Dungeon where he can actually solo it with Food Champion. So you can basically also have that going for your account, but you do need a little bit higher stats than usual. So Akoth is a freely accessible HP burn champion. Together with, let's say, Atchak, you can do very well in there. But again, you'll need to book him out. No, actually, you don't need to book him out. Ooh, I thought you needed to book him out. Actually, no books required here for this one. Fantastic. Just use this, and of course you'll be able to apply it because there's multiple enemies here, so the chance to apply the HP burn goes up and up with the number of enemies against you. So from Undead Hordes, it's not the same thing in terms of HP burns. You don't have something that is easily accessible. Unfortunately, you do have though Husk here with the A2 that does a very good amount of damage for later on for the hard mode. And then if we look at the Dark Elves, we have some big hitters here that you can use. Obviously, you can use your Cold Heart, this Painkeeper here for the resets. And there are some teams featured by a YouTuber, namely coldbrew, yeah, me, where you can do the Paragon team, but that is for very basic spider teams. Okay, in terms of the epics, there are some hard hitters that you can use, such as Luria here for just big damage if you're looking to kill the spiderlings for the hard mode. But then if you look at the legendaries, the ones that are really going to help you, maybe it's a Zavia with a poison team. You're looking at Mithrala because of the hex that she can apply. She applies the hex on enemies, and that translates into damage dealt to all the enemies. So basically using Husk together with Mithrala and Cold Heart, you can kill the small spiderlings and just wipe out the board with these champions instead of using let's say multiple HP burn champions. But I'll show that once we go into the hard mode. And then for Night Revenant, the things become much easier here. If you've got something like Drang, if you got Theodore, these work very well together because of the HP burn that is unresistible. Then we have Theodore with the HP burn activation. And then for just straight up a team that you can use is Arix. Arix can actually solo the spider as well. I've seen videos by other creators that have done this, so you can Google those, well, YouTube search those. I won't just make a video on just Arix, but Arix is fantastic for this one. Basically, the ability for her to stun targets, the ability that she can counterattack buff on herself, makes it very easy for her to do the AoEs, heal back using Life Drinker. The stuns are very good to control the small spiderlings, and also healing the Terminator that she gains, plus also healing this champion by 5% of their max health each time an enemy inflicts a critical hit can also help her to stay alive. So Arix can solo spider. That is a very good combo. So I'm talking about so many champions that can work for the spider, making this one of the easiest ones to beat. And then finally, for my own team that I use on hard, let me just show you on stage 10. This will be the team that I use, not this one, not this one. But this one's the team that I'll use, which is a double HP burn activation with Sisia, Theodore, HP burn through Drang, and then Cold Heart to start out doing a 10% hit on the boss. And then we have Husk to clear off the remaining small spiders. And also, by doing that, basically kills the boss because damage dealt on the small spiders, if you kill them, kills the boss. So this is how the team's going to go tomorrow when I'm actually going to be farming this dungeon. So again, one of the easiest ones. I'm so happy that these points are accessible like this. It's just that it's energy that you'll need to spend. So some spiders died before that, but again, we managed to do the damage. So this is like a 12-second team. Totally fine with that. And with 20 energy here, you get 16 points. So that's why I'm talking about the normal difficulty 10. If you want to do that, you just go through your energy, get the points required, then just use your normal team. You can definitely do that. It just doesn't hurt that much to do that damage. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there, but I should be able to take down this boss. Is this gonna be a failed run? No. There we go. Okay. At least I know that it won't fail. So again, the way that this works is basically through activations. Drang's HP burn is required obviously, but it doesn't, it's an unresistable, so he doesn't need accuracy. And the amount of speeds that you want to have is at least faster than the boss, so 245 on everybody, minimum. And then you have them based on who you want to go first, which is namely Cold Heart goes first with the A3 to do just damage, nothing else. And then we have HP Burn, 2 activations, and then we go with Husk to clear off the board. The gear that you want to have on them depends on your account. For Cisia, she does not need any accuracy to do the activation. Same thing with Theodore. I think on Cisia, I'm actually going to be reducing her speed a little bit, but the speed I have on them is too much for me to show you. It's very high for other dungeons and areas that I'm using them, but you don't need that. You just need 245 plus in order for this team to work. And as you see here, I have like, unfortunately, like bad luck with the points, like 17 and 20 energy. It's not the best here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Not sure why all these small spiders die. So here we had 25 for 20 because it's a 6-star Demon Spawn banner. Defensive, HP, not the greatest here. 2 flat stats also. Ideally, if this had defense, I would probably have kept it, but I'm gonna see if it rolls at least twice on speed on level 8. I might keep it. It's so difficult keeping accessories nowadays with all the protection gear and the merciless gear and the stone skin. It just fills up so quickly, all the inventory. So this is my team. These are my teams, guys. For this one, it's the easiest ones to get, guys. Start this out. Tomorrow, you'll also need to do some gear enhancement. So whatever you farm, you can level it up and then sell it if you've got the space. If not, then just use the filter and then just keep that, I guess. But it's looking okay for the Tea Party event. I hope they give us some extra points because I don't know. I want to get this 5-star on Hatter. I used him on a team yesterday that I was building for Hydra for some guy, and he did very well. His ability to apply Weaken, his ability to apply Hex, plus the ally attack that he performs through his 3rd skill just adds up on his utility. Very surprised on how good Hatter is on his own. He doesn't need basically anything else to perform well. He just applies Weaken, he applies Hex, he applies the I believe Terminator boost, and or is it a heal? I think it's a, is it both? No, it's a Terminator boost. I thought it was also a heal. Okay, yeah. Terminator boost plus the increase of duration of buffs and reducing debuffs. This is very cool, very useful, and this is just amazing for the Hydra. Definitely having these 2 skills plus the debuff spread is just additionally good. Yeah. So this was the video, guys, on on the Spider Dungeon. Go ahead and do it tomorrow, I would say. But the Spider Tournament, this is one of the easiest ones, and luckily we had this one instead of maybe I don't know. Maybe the dwarves would have been really difficult if we had the dwarves, if we had Shadowkin dwarves and the Sylvan Watchers. So that's it for today. Thank you all. I'll see you guys the next one. See ya.